How do we know when the Bible says something, it means what we think it means? Perhaps, like in the sake of creation, when it talked about God creating the world in 6 days and resting on the seventh, it meant that it took God a tremendous quantity of time, which we labeled each a day, and then God finally rested and we came into existence. Or maybe it means that the world is renewed over the course of the week through our partnership with God. And just like God rests, we rest to continue to do that renewal process. All of these arguments in Jewish understanding are called arguments for the sake of heaven. And there's a midrash, a teaching that teaches us that those arguments weren't new. In fact, they stretched all the way back to when Moses was up on Mount Sinai crafting the Bible with God. And it goes like this. When Moses and God had finished crafting and writing everything, Moses sat and thought, ugh, I was done such hard work. And then God starts sitting there and adding crowns on each of the letters. And Moses says to God, God, what are you doing? And God replies, I am providing more things for people to argue and discuss. In fact, there's going to become along a rabbi named Rabbi Akiva who will look at these crowns and find heaps and heaps here with what to argue and study. And Moses said, God, show me. So God turned Moses around, and Moses suddenly found himself inside of Rabbi Akiva's classroom. And he sat in the back of the classroom and realized he had no concept of what was going on and being said in front of him, and what it was that Rabbi Akiva was getting so excited about. And he looked at God and he said, okay, I've seen enough. I'm happy that they're so respectful, but I'm just not quite getting it. The truth is that when we look at the Bible, we don't always understand what it was that the original authors intended when they crafted it. In fact, there's been centuries that have gone by and created this thing called biblical interpretive history. In Jewish tradition, it means all the things that the Bible has meant and been transmitted in places like the Talmud and biblical commentary and other exciting places. In other traditions, they all have their own interpretive history. And it's a gift that we're able to look back at the Bible and think about who crafted it and what were they thinking about, and then think in our lifetime, what can it mean and what does it mean, and apply those lessons to our life today.